Okay, so today's lesson is going to be on sig figs, otherwise known as significant figures. At the bottom, you'll see the key to learning this, which is specific and Atlantic. Gotta love the drawing of the USA right here. Okay, so Atlantic is for absent, no decimal point. You start from the right and work your way left. An example of this would be right here, 37,000. You don't count the zeros, so you start from the right side. Boom, boom, boom. And once it's a number that's not zero, that's when you start counting the significant figures. So the 7, you cross that out, that's your first. 3, you cross that out, that's your second. So this is equal to 2 sig figs. Okay, that's with Atlantic, which is no decimal point. Start on the right side. Pacific, this is left to right. Let's see, an example of this would be right here. Yeah, right above 30. Yeah, right here. So going left to right, the first number isn't a zero, so you start with that. So you would count that. So you cross that, that's 1. And even though it's a 0, it's in between two numbers, so this counts. It's 2, 3, again, in between two numbers, so it counts. 4, 5, 6, which is equal to 6 sig figs. Okay, now this next one right here might throw some people off. It's 10, but it's got the decimal point and the 0. Now, this right here is specific because it has the decimal point present. So you start counting with 1 because it's not 0. So right there, it's 1, 2, and because of the decimal point, you have to count the next number even if it is a 0. So that's 3. So this is equal to 3 sig figs. Okay. And let's go to an example up here. Now, right here, there are only going to be 2 sig figs because even though there's a decimal point, these are zeros. So they essentially do not count. It's after it changes into a number that is not zeros when you start counting. So 1, 2 equal to 2 sig figs. So basically, pretty simple concept. You gotta know which side to count from first, know when to count the zeros, and when you do not count them. For example, up here, these 3 zeros don't count. They don't matter. It's not until the 7 where it switches into a number that's not 0. That's when you count until there's no more numbers left. Significant figures.